This is Boss Lady Divine Tarot. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you find this message, this is for you. This is for you. This is for you. This is for the chosen. This is for the chosen. This is for the chosen. What messages? Divine, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Thank you. We have for the chosen. What the chosen need to know? What does the chosen need to know? Ooh, voice of truth. What else you got for the chosen? Higher learning. Divine alchemy. For the chosen. For the chosen. Voice of truth. Joan of Arc. Divine wants you to stand strong, focus on your purpose, and release fear and persecution, and speak your truth. What is persecuting you at this time? Making you feel like you can't grow, elevate right now. Divine wants you to stand strong in your truth. Focus on your life purpose. Release fear. What does it have? What's out here that has you afraid to move? It either got to be people, places, things. Sometimes you got to remove these entities out of your life in order for you to move forward in your life purpose. Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required for further progress. Inner study, not outer study. Inner, you need to go within. You already learned from your experiences, from your walk, from how you grew up, from your going to school, your classmates, from your parents, from you already went through that experience. So now it's time for you to stand strong and go towards your life purpose. That's what Divine wants for you, to go within, not going without, not seeking outer resources. Go within, because the word is within you. You pull Holy Alchemist. Some of you guys either need an amethyst. For the chosen, you need an amethyst. You need your amethyst. Now it's time for you to move beyond your current challenges. Because some people going through the same challenge over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. It's time to move past that. Focus on what you desire. Move the fear. Once you conquer the fear, you can get what it is that you desire. But people are put in place to stop you from getting there. And they still trying to figure out their own shit. Their own. Anything else, Divine? Thank you. So speak your truth. Stand strong right now. Focus on your purpose. Release fears and persecutions. Certain things have you to feel like you persecuted, like you can't even live your life. Have you feeling stuck. But higher sources are working for you. But there are also sources that are working against you to keep you from really thinking. To elevate your mind. They want to keep you stuck in your mind. Anything else? Ooh, Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded at this time. Stay grounded. Divine wants you to stay grounded. Be mindful. Connect with the elements. The grass, the trees, the flowers, the water. Because things are changing. And you kind of know when things are kind of changing. You can't even smell the rain like it used to be. You'll know when the smell of rain is coming before it comes. You know that this rain don't feel the same. I can't smell it. So what is outside, other forces are working against you where you can't even touch, taste, smell, hear. Divine having where you can hear, touch, taste, smell. But there are outside forces working against the chosen. Psychic insight. Psychic insight, Odin. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Some people know. You could probably see right through the BS, right through the bullshit. And you'd be like, oh my God, am I really, my third eye is open. I can see the truth. I can see a person's truth. But listen to your intuition. Follow that intuition that God given you. That is something you were born with. Start to listen. Start to listen when God is speaking. Sometimes you got to put yourself in a quiet place. And then when you go out into this old crowded ass world with people, because new levels, new devils, you'll be able to see who is who, discern who is who. People think they be getting away with certain things, but they can't get away when you're chosen. It said love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Stay in a high vibe, because if you stay in a negative, you're going to be surrounded by negative energies, negative people. Sometimes they'll come in even when you got light and love and happiness on you. It'll be people that come to disturb that. Don't let people come to disturb your peace and your happiness and your divine light. So stay in positive thoughts even when others are not. Even when others are not. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. Lady Venus, use downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed to you right now. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So you're going to be receiving downloads and understanding. And this is going to come from within. It's going to come from within. It was already on your heart. Divine had already let you know before you even arrived. Truth is being revealed to you right now. Deep insights are coming from heaven. As above, so below. Even the astral realm. Because right now we are in the 3D, but we're kind of living in the 4D in 2025. Things don't feel the same. But you got to sometimes recognize who you are. You probably didn't understand back then. You were just living. We were just living. Even back then, some of the our ancestors didn't understand. They were just living. But now a lot of people are coming into their purpose and their power right now. We're powerful. We're powerful people. But back then they was like throwing salt over their shoulder, don't sweep my feet, spitting on the broom, believing in those old what they call them, tales from the past. But somewhere it started with past ancestors. They knew that negative forces were working against the chosen. For the ones that are coming in high, if you want a reading, you have to send a Cash App or a PayPal. Until then, this is a highlight for the chosen. Okay? Okay. And then I will recognize you. I recognize you, but yeah, you got to understand what you're walking into. This is for the chosen. You don't want to be distracted. And that's what most people, they're being distracted by outside forces instead of focusing on them and their purpose and why they're here. Even if you're under attack, you're being under attack by outside forces. You need to go within. All right, Divine, thank you. Because you're the easiest person that he can, you're the easiest person that he can go and say, you did it. Because you wasn't standing in your true purpose. You were easy to this person for them to blame. Now, if you want me to go more in depth in your reading, it's $15. But you were the easiest target for this person to blame. The easiest. Hangman energy. You were the easiest, Three of Swords. You were the easiest person for this person to target. Judgment. You were the easiest. Four Wands in reverse. Yes, you. Since you Devil card energy. Yes, you were the easiest for this person to target. You were easy for this person to target. So they sent magic your way and blamed you. Chariot. And blamed you. It made you feel in the energy of stuck. And then they left. Let's get back. Now, if you want me to go more in depth in your question, I seen your super chat. Divine say you are star being healings. You are healers. Important information is coming through. But wounds can be healed at this time. This is time for recharging of your wounds of the past. This is you need star beings, star seeds. This is a recharging of your wounds from the past. You might start to remember some things that happened to you in your past that wasn't all good. Now is the time for healing to take place. Now is the time. Halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation is coming. Great lessons are being learned right now. And when you learn from these lessons, you can continue to move further into your purpose. Whether it be helping someone, whether it be to shine light over your situation that you're in. Whether it be to get the negative people from around you. Because you got some haters and you think you don't, but you need your haters. But Divine said they're there to help. Your spirit guides are with you. But when you feel low, when you feel down, when you feel a low vibration of energy, you can be submissive to the low vibration of energy that comes towards you. Divine, that's why Divine wants you to stay in a high vibing energy. Recognize your divine worth. See it for what it is. Stand strong in your power. Stop trying to give out all your energy to others. Only if you're teaching. Only if you're spreading love. Because that love will come back. Good teachings. I'm hearing good teachings. Because you can be taught and be misled into a dark place in a dark space. That's why Divine's sending you the downloads when you stay in a high vibing energy. Crown chakra upgrade. Crown chakra upgrade. Divine connection, holy experiences. Miraculous energy. Crown chakra upgrade. Some of you guys are going to get that those downloads quickly. And you're going to start to understand what's going on in your life, especially with other people. You're going to get those downloads from the Most High. And you're going to go within and you're going to begin to understand. You're going to be, oh my God. Star being guys, you answer the call. Time to shine. All these, your star beings, all you chosen ones, Divine is asking you to answer the call. You're going to hear. Divine say you're going to hear me clearly. When to go. When to stay. When to sit. When to move. Divine going to give you that motion that you need. Star being, they having counsel about the star beings and the chosen right now as we speak. They want you to answer the call. They want you to meditate. They want you to listen. They want you to do the yoga. They want you to do be in that meditative state and go within. Because Divine, it actually activates that heart space. It'll send you the downloads on what to do next. Sometimes you might have to ask that question. What am I to do next? And you got to be still. Where's my next? Some of you guys will be like, that come in, like, where my next meal coming from? How am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to do this? But Divine is saying, be still. And Divine saying they gave you the resources and the tools that you need to be able to go out here and use those tools to be able to get what it is that you need in life. So when things begin to crumble or fall, divine said you either did right by it or you didn't. Now I'm trying to give you the recipe, the download. Some of you guys need the recipe, but you're too busy trying to get the what's already done instead of trying to get the recipe. Quickly. They said quickly. Go quickly. That's what they said. Go quickly. Throat chakra. Learning experience, wisdom, transformation, earth intelligence. Speak authenticity, self-expression. Because I'm hearing like the temple of truth. Your temple is truth. I can't lie about this. I can't lie about the flesh. I can't lie about what nationality I am. I can't lie about that. It's the truth. So when I speak my truth, it's coming through as for my life purpose. Not to bring harm to others, but for others to be able to see their divine truth and who they are. Some of you guys are shaman healers. Some of you guys are alchemists. Some of you guys are star beings. And what they call it on earth, some of you guys are monarchs. Or being put in position to be monarchs. When you walk in the room, they see you. They be like, oh my God, I ain't seen her in so long. The presence is different. Divine say you will be given the wisdom. You'll be given the knowledge. You'll be given the understanding. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. Your solar plexus is the epiphany, the aha moments, the deja vu moments. Understanding either you've either been here before or divine is saying you're listening. You're listening, you listening, you listening. God's will be done. God will be done. God's will be done. And I'm hearing lotus flower again. And it's been all week. They've been speaking on the lotus flower. It's something with the movement of God breathing, God energy, God. It's like God movement in your life. If you can look up the lotus flower online, I'm just saying something about the lotus flower. That fire that's within you. That light that's within you. God's will, God's power is within you. Third eye activation. Your brow. Your brow. The awakening of your third eye, your inner vision, your clear seeing. You might not be able to see what's fleshly. You might be able to see what's spiritually. It's just like a person that drinks a lot or probably that drinks alcohol or do some type of drugs. And if they might clean themselves up that day, but you'll be able to recognize that spirit on a person. You'll be able to recognize it. You'll be able to see it. Because of that fire that's within you. And that third eye activation that's woke. And things will feel lighter and lighter. Things won't feel heavy. When things feel heavy on you, then you won't be able to activate at your highest frequency. You have to be able to take some of those burdens off. Get away from certain things. It'll be lighter. It'll be lighter. You don't send negative energy out towards people. But that's what people are doing. Especially if they're not satisfied with a certain thing. Things should feel lighter. If God is removing heavy things up off your life, things should feel lighter. Things are going to start to flow, but you got to believe. Astral realm. It's a karmic releasing, healing the lineage. We're here to break generational curses. That's been going on for generations after generation after generation. People are, like I said, people was throwing salt over the shoulder, spitting on the broom. If you swept their feet, they were believing in, okay, that'll send me some bad luck. But Divine said, release karmic, release, heal this lineage, boundaries, space. Give people their space. Give me 6 feet. But sometimes it can come through as easy as a job, a phone call, or transferring of finances. You be getting something from somebody and you be like, what? Why I feel so, feel some type of way. And even receiving something. Divine said, release that karmic cycle. Divine wants you to release some things. Don't be stuck. I am presence. Light body activation. Things should feel light. I am present. I am she. I am he. Ascending the divine within you. That's what it says. Ascending the divine within you. Not outside of you, in you. When Divine was talking, even back then, even in the Bible, they was getting the message from within. But it's been restructured, rewrote, because there are outside forces. Don't think everything is perfect. There are outside forces working against the good. There are evil forces working against the good. But they don't want you to put the message out there. Because they want you to stay focused on one particular thing. That's why they go against things that are spiritual. That's why they go against things that are, but if I told you to, go get that COVID shot, go get go get that booster shot, go get those things. Because natural healing is a good thing. Natural. They don't want to tell you about all the natural herbs that are out here that can heal you from every man-made disease that's out here. They don't want you to know that. Karmic board clearing. Energetic clearing. Rewrite your story. Live your truth. Divine say you could rewrite your story. Stop focusing on the past. The past is what got you to where you're at. But if you keep focusing on the past, you're going to be stuck in the past. You're going to have regrets. You're going to keep building up hurt for others. Family. Friends. when you make mistakes your damn self. Rewrite your story. If you're at an age and you can change some things, change some things. Stay strong. Rewrite your story. Stop holding grudges. Karmic releasing. Stop holding on to the curse of the generation of the past. That's why people are leaving early, dying young. They're too busy holding on to things they shouldn't. Change. And if you read the Bible, it should want you to change. Not be stuck. If you was out here really loving one another, if the Bible said love is patient, love is kind. Love does not envy. Love is not jealous. But there's levels to love. I love you unconditionally, whether you hurt me or not. But I learned how to walk away from things that if you did hurt me, I can walk away in love. Not in hurt, not in hate. It's a lot of people out here, I'm feeling the energy of like, what's really, you be like, oh, I'm doing so well. I'm doing so good. My mind, if you're waking up and clearing your mind daily and you're focused on you and the God that's in you and being able to let the sun shine down on you and let the night, the moon shine down on you and to plant your feet in some grass and get connected with the earth. Because there's a lot of things going on in the world and outside forces that want to try to bring you down to a low state. Divine said, long as there is no one brings hurt or pain, but you can bring yourself your own hurt, your own pain. You got to do right by you. You got to do right by yours. All right, ancestors, you got a message? It's people sitting in the back. They probably ain't even pushed the button. Like, share, and subscribe. Some people haven't even pushed the button. They just sitting, because you can sit and watch without pushing the button. And I see it and I hear it. Divine, let me know. So you might as well push the button and come on in. Air Guardian, shift your perspective right now. You're probably shifting your perspective. It's certain things that you probably believe, but why you believe what you believe? You believe what you believe because somebody else told you? Or did you go within and ask the divine, is this true? Is this the truth? You might need to shift some things in your life. You say, well, don't question. You ain't got to question. You used to say back then, don't question God. But you can ask a question to God. I'm not questioning you. I'm asking a question. Divine, is this the truth? I'd rather learn from you than learn from the people that's around me. If you don't want to learn from the people around you, ask God, is this the truth? Is what they say the truth? Shift your perspective. God gave you a mind. God gave you control over your life, your destiny. But if you want to know something, ask God, why are some people in such a low vibration? And let God give you the truth. Air guardian. Shift your perspective. Change your thinking. Wise one. Go within your current situation. Go within. Ask those questions. Get the wisdom. Get the knowledge. Ask. That's where you get your wisdom. Go within and grow within. And then give gratitude to the Most High for the answers that it might not come right then. You might get an epiphany. You might get it through an epiphany. You might get it through a walk in nature. You might get it driving your car. You might like, oh God, you just answered the question I've been asking maybe for a month, maybe right then. Sometimes you get the answer right then because you trust. I trust what I've asked is my truth. And divine, what they say, is it true? Am I a chosen one? Some people feel like I'm not chosen. You could be in denial. But if you're not in denial, you're here for a reason. And your purpose is what you have to walk. Some people just ain't meant to just be here working 9 to 5, go home, go to sleep, wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, go doing the same routine without focusing on their life purpose. Some people life purpose probably is just to be married. What the fuck? It said, elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Move beyond ancestral patterns. And some people are stuck in those patterns. Stuck in ancestral patterns of the past. The elder says, move beyond that. Move beyond being stuck. Move. See the light that's in you. Go within. Connect with source. Connect with the higher spirit. Connect with your spirit guides. Connect with the angels. Help me to guide me. Help me to guide me. Divine. Move beyond. What you learned in the past, you learned that. Now it's time to learn something new. Divine said there's nothing new up under the sun. This ain't new. But Divine don't want you to be stuck in the past. Move beyond that. We in a different time. Modernized time. We not living back there with the elders. But Divine people still want to be stuck like they in caveman days. They still got their Jesus walks on, but they buying Air Force Ones. They probably ain't walked nowhere a day in their life. They've been driving. Move beyond ancestral patterns, ancestral thinking. Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. So you got gifts. Trust your gifts, your talents. Some of you probably need a feather. Some of you guys will probably have a feather. But times are changing. But you got to trust the gifts that you have in these changing times. So you think when times is changing, your gifts don't elevate? Your talents don't elevate? Your talents elevate, your gifts elevate in changing times. Don't be stuck in those ancestral patterns and those generational curses. Don't be stuck there. Divine wants you to move. Some of you guys, spirit animal is a spirit fox. Some of you guys wear feathers on your hair. And for the ones that do, comment down below and say, why do you wear a feather? Because of the trend? It's trending? It's something that's a part of you and you have no idea. Trust your talents. Trust. Sometimes you got to trust yourself. A lot of people, I don't trust no one. That means you don't trust yourself. Times are changing. So should you. Because when they changed the cars, where the cars ain't driving on the ground no more and everything is up in the air, then you're gonna have to change something about yourself and say, damn, I gotta learn how to fly a fucking car. The fuck? When they say, okay, we're taking all the processed food out of everywhere, then you might have to go back to gardening. Oh, I gotta change something. I gotta learn how to grow some shit. I gotta learn how to plant some shit. If times change, if the government change, things start changing in life, and you be like, dang, now I gotta grow my food. Now I gotta go get some seeds and soil and start planting. Because if times start changing and the world starts changing, you gotta change with it. And your gifts are being elevated. But some people are so fat. Some people like, I'm going to get a farm already. I'm going to buy some land and property already, just in case times do change. That means I was already growing my food. I was already breaking ancestral patterns. I was already breaking generational curses. I hold no resentment of nothing in my past, because where you live now ain't always where you lived or your ancestors lived. They came from somewhere and was able to plant a seed somewhere else. Then they had you. You don't have to be stuck. But family will make you feel stuck, and you not stuck. Friends will make you feel stuck. They got to venture out. That's why they got different colleges. They send your child off to college miles and miles and miles and miles away, across the world. And they got to find themselves. Even in the midst of going to school, they still have to find themselves, their purpose. You ain't got to always connect in a relationship and have kids and stuff first. But sometimes people get stuck. Those ancestral patterns have to be broken. Moon energy. Take note of initiative messages at this time. Take notes. Take notes. Even in the moon, full moon, the full moon gonna be illuminated in your life, and you're gonna be like, oh. For most women, even when you have a menstrual, you follow the moon cycle. That's why everybody, if you got 5 females in the house, 5 females might be on a cycle at the same damn time. It's the energy. It's the connection. Some people don't understand why, but it's the connection. Take note. And sometimes you got to take note when you come on, when you go off. Take note. The moon is illuminated at night like a globe. When you look up, it look like it got eyes on the moon and a mouth looking down. The sun is too bright to be able to see through it, but the moon you can kind of see. See through it. Take notes. We Who is that? Water Guardian. What's she out here doing? Connect with your emotions at this time. Connect with your emotions. Don't get emotional. Just connect with them. Connect with them. Control them. Know when to use it. Know when it's like a boundary setting. And Divine feels when you worried, when you stressed, when you in your feelings. Divine feels that. Divine know, oh, my child is down there worrying and stressing. Mother God, Father God. Why is that? Why? Control that. Control it. Connect with it. If you got a question, ask Divine about it. Divine, why am I feeling this way? Why do I feel this way towards people? Why am I emotional towards this situation? Is this something that I need to heal from my past? Is this something that I need to heal from when I was born? Was I traumatized and feeling weak, emotional, a lot of tears, feeling like you in bad situations and the bad ain't even came yet, but you can feel it coming. You can feel some good energy coming. But how do I control that? Divine say connect with your emotions. Tap in. So when you do feel it and see it coming, you know how to handle the situation quickly. Sometimes you can't handle it quickly. Sometimes people go years being emotional about a situation. People, places, things they can't let go of. You can't take nothing with you. It's billions of people in the world. You can't take none of it with you. None of it. But we're energetic cores. Nothing ever dies. We just transform into something else. Divine is asking you at this time to dream your journey. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or the next year or within the next 10? Even if you write it down and start to work on, not fixated on it, write it down. And then do the steps that you are guided to take to get to where it is that you're trying to be. Because Divine will have you to say, okay, this is what you want to be. I see the picture. Hold the vision. Keep a hold of that vision. It might change 2 or 3 years down the road, and you might come into where you need to be and say, I'm happy right here. But in the midst of being happy right there, still be able to elevate higher. Don't be stuck. Because life is about elevation. Levels. Each level you get to, you're going to run into new devils. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. You make more money, you might have more bills. If you try to live simple, because people, human, flesh, it gets greedy, it wants more. But if you can live simple and be like, you know what, I'm gonna put this up for my future generations. I'm gonna help, I'm gonna volunteer and do what I can for others. But I'm going to just make sure I'm comfortable. You know, some people get comfortable, but are still elevating in their mind consciousness, giving gratitude to the Most High. Eating right. Focusing to eat right. Because what you eat, it helps your body to live longer. I ain't talking about the processed food. I ain't talking about the embalmed chicken that you eat, the beef that you eat. Because some people are meat lovers. But if you do, I'm like, just don't be a consumer, so consumed of it, because I'll be like, the older I get, the less meat I eat. Divine have you focusing just on fruits and vegetables. But you want to be able to grow your own fruits and go to the farmer's market instead of going to your local grocery store. You don't know where that, I'm just saying. Change the way you do things. Dream your journey. But some people still trying to figure out their journey. You might have saw it when you was a child. I want to be this. I want to be that. But in the midst of all that, have a peace of mind while you do it. It say track down your fears. Track down your fears and desire. What is it that you desire? And what is it that you fear? Because if you can conquer what you fear, you will get what it is that you desire. Track that down. Be the hunter. Because the ancestors that came and migrated, or whether they were taken from their tribe and brought somewhere else, some people still were able to move, maneuver, leave a situation to go migrate somewhere else, to go to another state, to go to another country. If you desire to not be where you are, you can move as you please. Certain parts, the government stopping you from going. I'm going to just keep it 100. Maybe she in the water. Where you going? Where you headed? They being nosy. They want to try to control everything. How you move. So track down your fears. And what is your fear? And what you desire. You probably feel like you probably don't have any fears, but it could be anything. Some people still have fears of how they was treated in their past that they need to heal from. Some people have been molested as children. They need to heal from that. Some people been picked on and bullied in their life. They need to heal from that. Some people out here still being bullies, and they need to heal from that. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Let go of the need to be always right. You ain't got to be always right. Sometimes if you can't read it, write it. If you can't write it, just nod your damn head. Divine hear you. Even when you go to Divine with certain things, you ain't got to be politically correct. We here to learn from each other. But keep the peace. Some people might need to speak their truth. Sometimes you probably just need to be a sound ear for someone. Go on and speak it out. Go on and get it out. Do you want the truth, or do you want my opinion? Or do you want me to just listen? Because my opinion might be different from the truth if I don't know the truth. So I give my opinion, my best opinion. And then if I don't know the truth and don't give my opinion, I'm going to sit and listen. I'm going to just sit and listen. I might not have went through what you went through, but I've been through a lot, so I'm going to sit and listen. What else you got for the chosen ancestors? What else you got for animal guardian? Trust your instincts. You know how you could be at your house and you can, if somebody was breaking in, you can smell it, you can hear it. Even if it's a spirit, you be like, I heard my name being called. You can hear your name being called. Divine be just calling your name. Princess, boss lady. And you be like, and it don't be nobody in the house. But trust your instincts. Trust your instincts, especially in environments that you put yourself in. Because we're surrounded by spirits daily, even when you're sleeping. But say a prayer like, Divine, let no harm come to me or even in my household. Some people need to sage their homes. Sage. Some people need to sage negative energy out the home, especially when you're coming from a job. You're coming from a job and spirits tend to jump on. You might be able to handle carrying it, but sage it off you when you get home. Take a detox bath, which you should be doing every day. Every day. Every day. For you to be able to move into your purpose. Because sometimes spirits will jump to stop you and make you think crazy and where you can't get back focused on your life purpose. Sometimes you be distracted and be like, I started this, but why haven't I continued to finish it? I think about it, but why I haven't jumped on it to get into it? Because spirits are there to distract you. Outside forces are there to distract you from getting where you got to get to. And sometimes you just got to go in prayer. Divine, help me get my life back on track. Help me to get my mind back on track. Help me to get my body back on track. So, because sometimes your mind be still vibrant, but your body be like, I'm tired. Help me to get my body, my mind, my spirit, my soul back on track. Sometimes you got to just ask those things. You just got to ask. Medicine mother. There you. Medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. Honor it. Divine, I trust you. I hold you in high honor with the knowledge and the peace and the love and the understanding and the wisdom that you give me. This is for the chosen. Thank you. The things that are to come, let it be for my good. Let it be for my good. Let it be for my good. Medicine mother. Some of you guys are shaman healers. Peace. Bring you peace. Heal your spirit. Heal your soul. Mostly heal your soul, because your soul is mostly what's traumatized. Your soul is what's take action on certain things that you might not have should have took action on. And sometimes people probably traumatized you as a child, some intentionally, some unintentionally. You might have had some family members that might have had PTSD or HDD or the stuff that they label now. You might have been involved in some what they could call, what they got it now, like people having children with their family members, whether it be a fourth generation, second, third generation. I'm just saying, that mindset. Honor that inner knowing that's in you and to ask divine to heal those things. Shed that old skin. It's time to shed some old skin, old traumas, old release, let go. Some things that you probably are there to encourage some family members, because they might not have understood. They might not understand. Some of them like their lifestyle. And it's okay. But long as you play your part. Divine said, long as you play your part. It's like even when it's just like going to the hospital. You might go in sick, but they helping you to recover. It's still like shedding something. I ain't gonna, if you was a smoker, now I ain't gonna smoke no more. It almost killed me. It's shedding old skin. You might have went in for a heart attack. Now you need to go in and change your eating habits. That's shedding some old skin. I think my grandmother on my dad's side, she was a vegetarian. Was she a vegetarian or pescatarian? It was one. I ain't see her eat too much meat while I was growing up. She ate more of like non-sugary candies, a lot of water. She chewed a lot of ice. She ate a lot of it. She can cook her ass off though. She can cook her, and when I say cook her ass off, if she ate some meat, she didn't eat it in front of us. But she can cook her ass off. Side items, if it was side items, my dad's, she cooked her ass off. But as she got older, I start seeing her eat. She didn't have any meat, but she would like sweets. But it was like non-sugar sweets and she always bought candy for the kids in the neighborhood. But my granny lived a long life. She lived a long life. And she probably would still be here if they never moved her to another state. But God, at the same time, she didn't want to leave and they still took her. But have it in your, don't let nobody move. If you want to stay somewhere and you feel like that's where you want to reside when God take you home, write it in the will. Write it in something. I do not want to be removed. I'm in my competent mind. I'm just saying, when I start losing myself, then you could take me. If I can't think for myself, take me. But if I'm still in my right mind, do not move me. I'm just saying. Direction, guardian. Choose your path, though. Divine is asking you to choose your path. Whatever purpose you choose your path. Where you want to go. Where is it that you see yourself? Like I said, in the next year, the next 2 years, choose your path. What do you want to do? Where do you see yourself? Whether it be in a higher level of consciousness and asking divine to reveal your subconscious to your conscious mind so you can find out what your gifts, your talents are. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Choose your path. Divine giving you a choice. You were born with a choice. Even though people try to choose your choice for you, it's sad. People try to choose your choice for you. Now, if you have some ailments or some, if you were, like a problem child or, rode the short bus, but, they, like they said, they released them out into the world too. We don't know who is who no more. But if you had those issues where it was hard for you to read or learn, or I'm saying, if it was hard for you to do certain things, people are gonna make choices for you. But if you're in your right mind where you can make a choice for yourself and you've been hindered, ask divine to release that from you so you can make choices for yourself instead of making the wrong choices in life on how you were raised. Oh, I didn't think you was that smart. I didn't think you was this. And then you might be the greatest person in the world, or be the monarch, or be the something that you've never thought to accomplish in your life. And then they can see like, damn, I didn't know. I didn't know they was that smart. People start looking at you like, damn, they are. But focus on you. That's what I'm hearing. Like divine saying, focus on you. Some of you guys, most of the time, in the springtime, you're probably seeing a lot of rabbits right now. See your seed grow. The seeds that you plant, see them grow. And then I feel like when you see the rabbits outside, that things are prosperous around you. Prosperous. If you seeing bunny rabbits, things are very prosperous around you right now. See your seeds grow. Plant your seeds. What are you planting? Whether it be planting seeds into your children, whether it be planting seeds into your job. Some people want to grow when it elevate when it comes to their job. Plant the seed, do the work. If you're going to plant your seeds into your kids and then, the kids get older, you want to be like, okay, what has that product, or you still, you did what you could. You planted all the seeds you could. And then when you see it grow, it's like, okay, you're a product of what? Are you there? Some people are single moms, single dads, raising their children on their own. Some people are taken out of a two-parent household. The government removing some of the fathers from the household, making the women have to raise the children on their own. I just seen something online. Oh my God. I had forgot about. I seen something online. It was in New York City. A lady had her children at home. She had to be able to go to work. She couldn't afford daycare. She left the children at home so they can to go get them something to eat, and she had to go to work. And the house, when she came back, the house was on fire. But the government has put it where, locking the men up and not giving certain races a fair chance at life. And so a lot of fathers are taken away from the home. Some relationships, even back then, were able to stand the test of time, even with the cheating. Because some people were married for better or worse, for richer, for poor, even though they still stuck together and say, "You okay, you my husband, you went through some things, you my wife, you went through some things," but they kept families together. Because we're human, we're flesh. It's a sinful nature. But sometimes you got to be able to control that. And sometimes it's hard for people to control that. But some races, and I say God forbid, that weren't even given a fair chance to be able to be in a two-parent household. So God have mercy. God have mercy. Seek mercy on those families that have to get out there and can't afford the daycare, or have they probably don't have any family around to watch their kids, and they got to get out there and go to work and be able to support their children. But children can be hard-headed at sometimes, and they want to touch things. They want to touch things you tell them not to touch. Matches, lighters, make sure if you have children, make sure your home is safety proof. My granny used to lock everything up, baby. The deep freezer, she leave the refrigerator to spare. She made homemade jelly, so make sure you were able to eat and you weren't hungry while she was gone. It's a difference. We had an apple tree in our yard. I'm just saying, but it might not be like that for others, because I remember growing up, it was people houses that were boarded up still, and they lived with their parents, both parents. Their house was boarded. But I think they owned their house, but it was boarded up too. They didn't have much. They probably bought the house for cheap. And they was struggling. But God let me be able to see, because I wanted to be around to see why people were struggling. I grew up my granny worked at Missouri Baptist Hospital. But the people in the neighborhood, it was people that were struggling, and I got to see their struggle. They had the most kids. We had kids. My sister, my brother, but they had the most. They had the most, and they was always happy. We was church folks growing up. It was more of a be quiet in the house. It was, my granny wouldn't let you come over unless you went to church, and But you go over their house, they just everybody excited, everybody lit. I say, well, but that's when you get it where your grandparents are raising you. You get they ain't lit no more. They not as lit anymore. But you know what I'm saying? But everybody else was lit, even though they didn't have everything. Divine is saying, hold the space. Hold the space, hold the vision, hold, Druid, hold it, hold that space, hold that vision that Divine that put on you. Because even back then, Divine wanted me to help. I would take food out the house and go feed people who didn't. That was just the energy. That was just the heart. If they didn't have it, we got it. I might sneak it out the house to give it. I'm just saying. My granny probably would have tore my ass up back then. You giving away. They got to go to church. But she did everything for the neighborhood. She stayed strapped and everything. She did everything for the neighborhood. Divine is asking you, remember that you are on the right path. Take the one step at a time to your happiness. Take one step at a time to your happiness. You ain't got to rush it. People be feeling like I'm getting older every year. I need to get to it. But you know, some things got to be in character when you get to a certain age. You be like, right on time. But why I gotta be this age? I'm gonna be close to no Divine saying you can live long life because I think I just seen a 131-year-old priestess. 131 years old, and I'm gonna say she looked like she about 60. She looked like she about 60. She looked like she about 60. She looks 60. She's 131. What's going on with the people? Stressed out, worried for nothing. We're gonna have to go get us some solar plant panels. He's too stressed. Maybe, and it could be just bills, period. Stressing people out. Is it the bills? Is it the bills? Might have to go buy you some land. Get you some solar panels. Get you some seeds. But people be like, oh, that's just too much. You know what Divine will bless you with? You got to think big, bitch. Stop thinking small. Stop thinking small. Stop thinking small. We're not here to be codependent on each other, but we're here to help each other elevate. But nobody wants to help. They want to be sneaky and conniving and bullshit like that and bullshit like that. Oh. But you got to think big. You want to be around people that help motivate you. But if you ain't going to teach it to your teach it to your children if you ain't going to teach it to nobody else. Let them learn first. Give them the recipe. Even as children will understand. You'll be amazed by what the children will do. But they got to get out their feelings too. But I'd rather do it while they're young. Even though I'm learning it now, it's just like give the recipe to the children. But sometimes you get a recipe to the children when they start thinking for themselves and they be like, I don't want to do that. And then when they get older, they have some type of regret, resentment, and all that crap. Man, come on. Let's go. Because school be just like what another person has learned and I'm going to teach you. They took the math curriculum because, it's like, okay, we're going to make it all mathematics. We're going to learn all the math. We're going to learn all the science. We're going to teach you English, and then we're going to go into foreign language. But we ain't going to teach you shit about your credit and how to really build a life in the culture that you're in right now. On how to be able to get into the stock market early. You got to be out of school to learn construction. You got to be out of school to learn nursing. This is shit you should have been learning when you was a kid. Once you read, write, and start reviewing shit, it's time to branch off and do other things. I want to know about the nursing, the skeletal, and all that. But when I was coming up, we had a skeleton with all the tabs with everything, the organs and everything in my classroom. And when we leave, and our teacher would be like, what is this before we leave the classroom? Have us repeating stuff. So when I did go into nursing, I was able to say, damn, I learned this shit in grade school. because some teachers were able to come up with their own curriculum. All right, Divine. What do you have for the chosen? Ooh, blessings, blessings upon blessings, upon blessings, upon blessings, upon blessings, upon blessings. Thank you. What do you have for the chosen? Blessings, prosperity. God, don't make no mistakes. Woo! Pull the prosperity card. 9, 4, 5 is 9. You got the surrender card. Divine wants you to surrender from stress, from worry, anything that fucking bothers you. It shouldn't be bothering you. Let go, clear your mind. Let God clear your mind. Blessings upon blessings, above, on the side, underneath, all over. Divine is sending blessings upon blessings to the chosen. This is the time, the right time. Generosity, giving, and receiving. Don't ever just pour out into someone and never get back anything, whether it be a message, whether it be words of wisdom, whether it be love. Don't pour out all your love and you not getting no love back. But if you ain't giving no love, why should you receive love? I'm just saying. It ain't even the same thing or the reciprocity of giving. This cup is running over. He's giving. And the rat has a vest on, so it's giving back something. I'm hearing giving back. Whether it be jewel or fruit, it's something that has to activate. Activation. Give gratitude in your giving. Sometimes you be like, stop giving out of wanting to receive something back from that situation. Do it out of help. But if you do something out of part, it's like, I have to give an example. If you do something out of, say that you, well, I'm gonna use me. It'd be like 4 other tarot readers want to partner up with you. They can partner up with you, but at the same time, you still have to be able to do your own thing. You can have a visit here, a visit there to their channel, a visit to your channel, but you still have to be able to do your own thing. You go build a business out into this world. You get the elite partners that you want to partner with you. If you write a contract, make sure that you can be able to bow out gracefully and receive that whatever from that contract. Make sure it's legit. You don't want to come out losing on a certain end. I need a lawyer and I need a financial advisor. Sometimes you do stuff on your own. Sometimes you got to go through the legal things to be able to go in a contract with someone. A lawyer, an advisor. Certain things you just have to be connected with. I know sometimes you might be able to sign things on your own. I owe you and shit. Fuck that. When you have the elites coming together, that's why a lot of people they talking about the NFL draft. They like, billionaires and people of color not being able to really own shit. There's too much shit going on behind the scenes to keep people from owning shit. But you can be your own, you can have those financial advisors set in place for you if you have the financial backing for yourself. Okay. Divine, thank you. It said empowerment. Solar plexus chakra. This is where you get your divine power from, your solar plexus. That's where you get your epiphanies, your aha moments, and that quick-witted. Just quick. I love the quick-witted. Divine say quick-witted. The response and the answers you get, your intuition. That's where your empowerment is. See how the diamond is going downward. It's a downward. It's shaped like the wound. It's shaped like the diamond is shaped like the wound. It's going downward. It's not up like the pyramids. The energy goes down. The chakras go down. Oh, well, up. I'm sorry. They go up, but the power of the chakras go down. The energy goes down into the root in order for the root to grow. The root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, the crown chakra. Even though I'm hearing that we do have more than 7 chakras in our body. And every one of them has to be lit up through meditation or yoga. It's something where you have to be able to, a lot of people don't know how to be still. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of people don't know how, need to learn how to be still. You know how you can sit somewhere and your leg just be shaking? You be like, why y'all calm down? It's just something you just helping you to be like, not even, I'm saying worried about something, but stressing about something. It's something that makes that leg just go. And you like, why am I doing that? Some people do both. But whether it is, let it bring some ideas, some movement, or some positive in your life. Some people do it out of worry and out of stress. Sometimes you just have to be still. Divine wants you to be still. But I know some people grow old doing that. I've seen it done. I've even done it. Where I even just hit my leg and say, stop. Stop. But empowerment is what you need right now. Listening to your intuition, what God is, the messages God is sending to your solar plexus, your intuition. Okay. Childlike expression. Divine guidance. Divine only looks at you when it's in the expression of a child. It's like you never grow up. You never grow. God never looks at you as... That's why some people still treat their children like children. Because God looks at us as children. So we will be in the mindset, you still my child, even though you're an adult, but Divine still looks at us as children. Never looks us at the maturity of that you can only elevate to your highest potential. But at the end of the day, God still look at us as children. Childlike expression here, and when you're in a childlike expression of playfulness, laughter, love, innocence, divine gives. It depends on the situation, because you might have grew up a certain type of way, but divine gives to a child. But when you in households that might have struggled or gone through some things, but in the end, people will give to children. They will feed you because of children. They'll have you give you a check because of children. They'll give you this because of children. People will give into your bosom because of children. And that's the insight. Ooh, third eye chakra. Divine saying some of you guys' third eye is open right now. And that's where you get your insight from. Your psyche. You can close your eyes and you can picture a whole village. You can picture a whole world. You can picture, some people be like, my mind blank. I can't see nothing. Divine say you can see. But you got to be able to meditate and sit and see. And then when you meditate for so long, you get up and you like, I see the change in you. I see you being prosperous. I see the love that's all over you from every which way that you walk. I see it. That's why sometimes you can recognize something in someone else and they can't recognize it in themselves. And then years later, you see them somewhere and be, I told you. Divine had a covering over your life. Somewhere that person might have sat and said, dang, I'm on the right path. I'm going in the right direction. And remember you, as you go on, be like, I remember that. You might not have remembered the person that came in your life and was telling you you might be great. You might not remember what they look like, but you're going to remember the words. You're going to remember the words. All right, Divine, what you got for the chosen? Some of you chosen ones are discontent and bored. Ooh, some of you guys are discontent and bored. Have nothing to do. Some of you guys need to get out, sit out, get outside. And if you do get outside, it's like you ain't outside enough. Some of you guys don't even feel like going anywhere. What do you got? It said memories of love. Your ancestors, your spirit guides are with you. The passed on loved ones are with you. You could be thinking on people that have passed on before you, or loved ones that passed on before you. You could be asking, are they with me? What are they doing? Where are they now, Divine? You could be asking those questions. But I see victory and success coming towards the chosen. You could be seeing the number 666 or 664. Some of you guys are in your head a lot. Chosen. You're in your head a lot. Some of the chosen got mental conflict, mental issues going on. And this is just for the chosen. I'm just saying. Because the chosen ain't perfect, but you just chosen. You could be having mental conflict. I'm trying to get it, Divine. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to be on the right path. I'm trying to, but my money messed up, my relationships messed up, my life. I mean, geez, why I see everybody else getting it or get tapped in, but I just can't because you chosen. Divine said you chosen. But when the blessings come in, and the people that's been against you and the people that don't want to see you succeed, that's when that victory is going to come in and that success is going to come in. But you got to get out your head. Stop looking at everybody else and what everybody else is doing and focus on you. That be the problem. Focus on you. Recognition and reward. Be consistent. Be consistent. Be persistent. The reward is coming. The recognition, the highest price is coming. But you're too busy watching everybody else, and everybody else is elevating and doing this and doing that. But don't mean that shit gonna always last. Stop looking at them. Start focusing on you. I know we helpers of the universe. It was like we help everybody else. We put in the work for everybody else. And you're sitting here waiting on your recognition, your reward, your victory, your prosperity, your abundance. Because we put on a purpose of helping everybody else, doing everything for everybody else, instead of focusing on what you need to focus on. But your ancestors with you. Divine wants you to be empowered. Use your intuition at this time in every circumstance. Because it's going to be generations behind you that's going to have to go through the same thing. It said choose wisely. Choose wisely. The number 7. You might go sit out by some water. I'm here like the dock of the bay. I don't know if some of y'all might go fishing. I don't know, but it say choose wisely the path that you're going down. It's something about sign language. I really tripped off of that. A. L. Choose wisely when it comes to the people that you're around, the energy that's around. Oh no, I got a turtle, so it's like certain when a turtle go in certain parts of the house, I might go and sit where the turtle is because a turtle live long life, and they kind of know where it feels the safest in your house with the energy and the love. He spends a lot of time in the kitchen, and he likes to go into the corner. What is that? The northeast corner of my room. And it's something they said about babies. When you have babies, they usually turn north, even in a crib when you lay them down. So remind yourself on how when you see certain things that, even elders, people that that are in there, up there in age. Sit around some of the elders. Sit around some of your elders. Go visit some of your elders. Go visit. Go sit. Go sup with them. They still here. Find your oldest elder to go visit. You be like, oh my God. Especially ones that still can talk. They might give you some words of wisdom at this time. Because, you know, elder people will revert back into children. So, yeah, go sit around your elders and see what words of wisdom that God might give you at this time. Okay? Solar plexus chakra again. I feel like if you do go visit one of your ancestors or your elders, something's going to spark in you. An epiphany, an aha moment. It's going to spark in you. You might get to set some intentions, okay, at this time. Let's see. Anything else for the chosen? Let's go. What do you have for the chosen? Thank you. Okay, said read the one from the bottom first. It say look past what you feel or your incapabilities. Instead, Divine wants you to focus on everything you have achieved so far. It is okay to acknowledge your weaknesses, but keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. For all to see. It say if it is meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force, convince, or worry over it. If it is meant to be, it will be. You will not have to worry, force, convince. You ain't got to convince nobody. You ain't got to worry over it. You ain't got to force it. If it's meant to be, it will be. They got a song, if it's meant to be. I don't know, it's an old song. If it's meant to be, it will be. You ain't got to force it, convince it, worry over it. Let it flow. Let it be. And let it come to you. You are attracting everything you need. Trust the divine timing of your life. So if ain't nothing meant for you, it ain't meant to be. It ain't meant to happen. But if it comes towards you, it's meant to be. It's meant to happen. But be discerning also. Sometimes you got to sit back and watch. Just watch. You ain't got to force it. You ain't got to convince. You ain't got to worry. It say when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. If something don't happen, don't waste your time trying to make it happen. It's closed for a reason. If something ain't happening, that door is closed for a reason. Rejection is God's protection. You are being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. Endings are part of a cycle of life, whether it be in death, whether it be in love, whether it be in your space. Some people don't like that, but it's the truth. You are being redirected, chosen, to something far bigger and better. Think big, bitch. Endings are a part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. I had to go through my moderator. I had to go through my moderators. And the ones that are not here, I had to remove them. They might come in down the line and be like, boss lady, I ain't no moderator. You ain't been here in years. You got to show yourself approved. You've been gone too long. That's what Divine told me to do. I got to make way for new. Pretty Enchanted, Princess Enchanted been in that box forever. Do you understand? She might not come all the time, but when she comes, she pops up and she shows up. Even if I ask, I don't have to ask her, she knows. She living her life still. But she know when to come in, when not to, and just sometimes she just sit back and watch. But she still make herself known. But if I ain't seen you 2-3 years, you got to go. Not out of something Divine asked me to. I prayed for the mods that I have. They just wasn't allowed to, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. You were chosen. If you find yourself stuck in a situation you are unhappy with, ask yourself, why you are still there. If you find yourself in unhappy with a situation you're unhappy with, ask yourself. I think I said that yesterday. I don't know. Ask yourself, why are you still there? Is it fear of the unknown? Leaving toxic situations or people can be the best thing for you. Could you do for your soul and your spirit? Be fierce. I feel like that was for you, Gia. If you find yourself stuck in a situation you are unhappy with, but it looked like it was happiness gonna be there, but you unhappy at the same time. You be, I'm good, boss lady, I'm good, I know you good. But certain things, you might be good in certain areas, but some areas you like, I'm still waiting. If you find yourself stuck in situations you are unhappy with, ask yourself, why are you still there, waiting? If it is fear of the unknown, leaving toxic situations or people can be the best thing for you. And it's the best thing you can do for your soul and your spirit. Because your soul is what feels the conviction of a thing. But Divine is saying, be fearless. Be fierce. If it is meant to be, it will be. When the door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It is closed for a reason. You being redirected. That's all it is. You being redirected. Don't nothing last forever. It say endings are a part of life cycles. This is a part of life cycles. Or the cycle of life. Without the endings, you can have no new beginnings. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and new opportunities. And when the thing, okay, this is what I'm hearing. When the thing might be taking too long, Divine might be redirecting you. Because you might be sitting in a place where, dang, it's right there. It's right there. Something is right there. The opportunity is right there, but you be so focused on, your love life might be distracting you from your career life. What your purpose is. because you want to be with somebody that's going to be connected with you on that career, that's going to support your career, go help you go after your career, might send you back to school to take up some classes. And when it comes to your career, you'll have a person that'll come into you. Divine will send somebody into your life to put you on that path. When you've been working hard trying to get on that path, but you're focused on being distracted, trying to get love into your life. No, get where it is that you need to be, and then you'll find the love of your life. I'm just saying. Because sometimes people need a little push. Some people need to get that little push. You're supposed to be focused over here. You're too focused on that. I want to get you back on track. I said get you back on track. I know you want to come in and get your little personal reading, but energies change. Sometimes Divine be like, I want them to get out that mindset. It said breakthrough, awakening, awareness, daylight, clarity, and opposed to nighttime uncertainty, a time to plan or embark upon an enterprise. Ooh, wee. A breakthrough is coming. I think that was the first card that came out. I don't know. It said a breakthrough. A breakthrough. And then you might get some synchronicities on the situation. You be like, I thought I was going to be traveling, but this person done traveled to this way. And sometimes it be like you or that person. And they be close. It be so close, you be like, damn. It might have been meant to go one way, but Divine had, I'm going to just have to put you, I'm going to say something on your situation. Divine might have had to have somebody either get sick or be in the hospital at that time for Divine say, okay, something's not right. Even though something might not be right, I had to have this to happen to get you back focused on where it is that you're supposed to be. I understand that you want a certain thing. You can call a certain person in. You call a person in. Because I used to tell people, call in your soulmate. Stop putting a face with it, though. But people like to put a face with it and want that person. And they'll even be drawn near to you. But it don't mean they can love you. People can love you from a distance. But they might not be in love. You want somebody that's going to be in love with you and protect you and bring no harm to you and have your life to be prosperous and loving and compassionate. You want all of that. But nothing's perfect. No one is perfect. It could be the sex might have been good, but you got to deal with that mental all year, all 2 years, all 5 years, all 10 years. I'm just saying, is that person mental? That's why I said people need to get to know a person first. Get to know. They'll be so quick to jump in. It might not have been, get to know. Get to know. It's all right to get to know people. It's all right to get to know. And then when you're not rushing, then they see you not rushing, they be like, I know I'm the shit. I know I'm the shit, so why ain't they calling? Then find themselves looking at your page, looking at your old messages, and then want to try to reach out and be, I'm busy. I'm booked and busy right now. You might be booked and busy. You might be booked and busy once a person wakes up. It said a breakthrough is coming, awakening, awareness, daylight, clarity. You might receive some clarity in the daylight as opposed to the nighttime uncertainty. That's what it say. You're going to receive some clarity in the daylight, opposing as opposed to nighttime uncertainty, a time to plan or embark upon an enterprise. All right. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. It said gifts both in the sense of sacrifice and in generosity, indicating balance. All matters in relation to exchanges, including contracts, personal relationships, and partnerships. So there could be partnerships going on at this time. There could be generosity and giving and gifts at this time. Indication of balance and matters of the heart at this time. Exchanging, including of contracts at this time. So some people could be signing contracts at this time. Giving gifts or getting gifts and receiving at this time. Okay. Even where they come with a personal relationship, partnerships, exchanging, including, like I said, contracts, all matters in relations. Could be signing something at this time. Okay. We gonna get on the ones that's actually those outside negative forces. Some of you guys could be traveling, chosen, both in physical terms and those of lifestyle directions. So you could be changing your lifestyle, going in another direction when it comes to your lifestyle, or in the terms of physically traveling. Okay? You could be on a journey, going on vacation, or relocating. Evolution could be happening for you, change in a place or setting. Seeing a larger perspective right now. Okay? So some of you guys could be traveling, taking a vacation, taking a break, okay, on a new journey, setting a new lifestyle for yourself, changing place, you know, just changing the energy. I love that for us. What's at the bottom? It's a male fertility. Male fertility. So the men that are chosen could be birthing something new, gestation, internal growth, common virtues, common sense, simple strengths, family love, caring, human warmth, the home. Okay, so men could be men that are chosen could be coming back into the home, bringing that family dynamic back together during this time. The Ten of Cups energy, the Four of Wands energy. Yeah, I do see, like, you know, the males are coming back into, some males are coming back into the home. Not all, but the majority I'm hearing. Getting themselves together, birthing new things to bring their families together. It's a change need to happen. It's going to be a coming together of male energies at this time. Some people are either being snapped out of it or being transed out of it. I'm hearing like some people were under some type of transformation, voodoo. Sometimes it comes through the music. Sometimes it comes through the, you know, through the energy. I'm hearing the energy of the music. You might need to change what you're listening to at this time, but the dynamics of the father figures or the uncles or the brothers or the sons are coming back or being snapped out of something that's going to bring the male energies back to that place of home. And that's good for them. And it's going to bring some growth to the family, the love, the dynamic of the family. I felt so at peace saying that. Thank you, Divine. All right. Well, say God is good. God is good. All the time. All the time. God is good. People don't, what I'm hearing is like, people don't want you to read tarot and pray to God. I would not be able to do any of this without the Most High. None of it. None of it. I was in church, and this is what I heard. I was like, God, why are you taking me out to church? God said, I need you out here just as well as I need you in here. Not the church, I'm talking about like the storefront church, the church where they have church and gather together. Divine said, I need you out here amongst the ones that read tarot, because they need help too. That's why it's like, I don't understand, like, people like, you going to hell, you doing this and you do, but I'm like, you not helping nobody. Divine said, I need you out here, and clearly said that to me in the church. Clearly. Clearly. People, everybody don't believe in or go towards dogma religion, because every church, when I start to realize, I used to ask the church, what are the bylaws? I need to see the bylaws. I know there's a bylaw here. What are the bylaws of the church? Why do you believe in what you believe in? Was it passed down? Or did you ever do your research on why it was passed down to you? Where did it come from? Because I know that if I go within, even though I still read the word, because I was a Sunday school teacher in church. And then I start to ask, what are the bylaws? Because certain things in the Bible, it would touch my heart. But people can write emotional stories all day. I believe in I believe in God. I believe in the source. I believe in the higher source. I believe in the Lord. I believe. But at the same time, there are people out here that have never read, that don't write. That's why I said, if you can't read it, write it. If you can't write it, just nod your head. Sometimes you can't even see it, but you can feel it. Divine will let you feel it. Sometimes some people ain't got braille around them. They can't see it, but they damn sure can feel it. You can feel God's presence. So when you ask the question like, Divine, why are you removing me from the church? And Divine said, I need you out there just as well as I need you in here. And I couldn't do nothing but accept it. And still was on the journey. And Divine, I'm going to tell you what happened. I was going to church one Sunday. I'm driving. Car fine. When Divine told me that, my car broke down on my way home. Let me make it all the way home. I made it all the way home. Car started smoking, broke down. And I'm like, what? What? And I heard God clearly said, I said, why you taking me out? God said, I need you out here just as well as I need you in there. And I said, okay. Driving home with my kids in the car. Car started smoking on the highway. I made it all the way home. I went from the county to the city. Car let me make it all the way home. Park, shut down. Boom. And I'm like, okay. I'm listening. I'm listening. And then one day I was sitting at home because I was going to college at the time. I was sitting at home and I said, I need to sell this vehicle because I don't know how to work on cars. But at the time, and I'm just sitting, I'm just sitting and chilling. And I said, God, send somebody to see about me when it concerns this car. Put that on everything I love. Somebody knocked at the door. Somebody knocked at the door, and he said, who car is that out back? And I was like, that's mine. He said, you want to sell it? I promise. When I think I sold the car for like $800. It was an old school car. I brought it from one owner. It was a white guy that stayed far away. But I didn't know what was wrong with the car. But I was able to sell it. I had stopped driving because it was smoking. It shut down on me. When I say the guy pulled up in the car almost like mine, he knew about cars. He said, I work for old OK junk cars or something. He paid me $800 for the vehicle. It was broke down. It had been sitting probably a couple of weeks before I made the announcement to Divine and was like, send somebody to see about me. And at the time, I needed the finances because I was in college. Soon as I said that, knocked on the door, he said, I'll buy the car from you. How much you want to sell it for? And I was like, $5. He said, I'll give you $8 for it. Gave me $800 for it. Went back there. I went back there with him. Went back there. He said, I ain't worried about the, the body. It was an old school car. When I say whatever he did to the car, that sucker started right up. Wasn't smoking or nothing. Started right up. And he said, well, I'm just take the parts off of it and, he worked for a car place where you can get auto parts and stuff like that. He started that car right up. And that was just one epiphany that God had gave me. Like anything that I asked for, God was like, okay, I'm going to send it to you. So I need my chosen to start trusting in what God say. If God say, you don't have to ask everybody for something. Sometimes you could just go to the Most High and Divine will send it in divine timing. Sometimes it might be right then. Sometimes it might be a week or two from now. Sometimes it might be a year from now. It depends on where your trust level is and where your faith is at the time. You get what I'm saying? And you just got to keep that trust. You can't get frustrated or mad or have regrets or some type of anger. You just got to trust in divine timing every time. Trust in your intuition every time. Because I've been in some situations in these past 3 years. I probably had to move 3 times. I'm just saying. Where every time God was always there in divine timing. Sometimes it wasn't even in a place where I wanted to be, but God needed me to be. Everybody looking for a road of their success. Sometimes God will move you in a place where you don't want to be to shine some light on certain situations. And that's real talk. God will use you and move you for somebody else. You be like, oh, wait a minute. You be like, oh my goodness, wait a minute. Wait a minute, slow down. Why am I in this situation? And you feel like you put your, no, divine moved you in a situation for a reason. Might have moved you amongst some devils for a reason in order for your light to shine amongst the devils. And then when God says it's time to go, you moving like a Speedy Gonzales. Just as transparent as Jesus was when they was looking for him. Jesus was transparent. I'm going to give it to you real because God was giving it to me real. And the sun is shining on my face once again. I couldn't see it at first, but now it's shining on my face. When I say God love is real, God love is real. Sometimes you can ask those questions, even with your affirmations. Be like, divine, send somebody to see about me this moment. And you get a knock at your door. You get a knock at the door. And it's okay to ask those questions. I'm giving us some real knowledge. Some people, I think the other one that I'll say, wisdom, knowledge, the other video I did, it might be a little slow. I might be talking a little slow. I had just got off work. But go back. I've been through some... Me and God done had tug of wars with each other. I've been upset. I've been upset with God. I have. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm human. Be mad about some situations that I be in. But God will send you in those situations for someone else. It don't even be for you, for your own purpose. But God sometimes will have you to pray over somebody, and I need you to pray over this person in order for me to move in your life. God will have you to, even in church, God will have me to pray over some people. I'll be like, I pray over some people. I was like, I smoke weed. In my head, I was like, no, at the time I was. I'm older now. I was like, man, I was being so stubborn. I was not being submissive like I wanted to. But then eventually I was being submissive because I had to pray over the pastor. And the pastor was like, I need you to, his wife looked at me and said, you need to do what God asked you to do. Like real talk. So when Divine led me this way, I pray over the collective before the collective even come in. Some people be like, let me click out. Let me click out the channel. She talking too much spiritual. Some people be the worst people will sit up and listen in the background. And need the word. And need this. It come from the heart space. It don't come from my head space. It come from where God, the light is shining brighter. When I say the sun is shining brighter, it's shining brighter. Like God has favor on the chosen. Like for real. God has, you could probably see the sun shining brighter. God has favor on the chosen. And Divine say you ain't gonna be picked by people. People not gonna pick you. It's just like what is it? It's like I'm not even getting emotional. I'm just saying it's like Divine said you won't be, it's like in the Bible too. You won't be recognized by your own people. You won't be recognized by your some people you will be. Some people in your family know. They know, but they don't want the other people in the family to know they don't recognize. Some people in your family will know. Some people in your family will know. Trust. And the light shining brighter. But they don't let the other one, when you walk in the room, they be like, oh my God, here she comes. Oh, the light be shining. They probably ain't seen you in forever. And the ones that do, they probably say, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here to shine some light on situations. They come to you for support and they call you for support. They want to, it's family will stretch you thin, honey. And family will love you and family will hurt you and hate you at the same time. Because God didn't choose them and God might have chose you. I'm just talking to the chosen. And when you know, you know. And if you feel like you wasn't chosen and you are a chosen one, God say, you know, you know. You're not here to judge others and what other people do. People gonna do what they want to do. Even the people that believe, even the Christians, Christians still do what they want to do. Good, bad, ugly, immoral. They do what they want to do. But they still out here judging, pointing fingers. When you got one finger pointing, you got three pointing back at you. Ain't no sense of pointing fingers. God's still looking at you and your walk. Focus on you and your walk. I'm only here to speak the truth so people can hear the truth. Some people be like, oh, she don't know what she talking about. Well, what's for you is for you. It might not be on the level that you at. You might be at a lower level and I might be ascending to a higher level. I'm just saying. I come from the streets with common sense, book sense, corporate sense, boss sense. I'm just saying, God sense. And you connect with people that might have been through the same. Gee, the only thing I can say, I used to take acting classes in high school. I took them. They wanted me because I spoke like a mother as a child. That's messed up. I spoke like a mother as a child. I didn't want to be a stand-up speaker. I was always a point of being, I can't even remember at the time, but I was chosen to be in a play. They gave it to somebody else. I cried. And I said, God, you know that ain't right. I remember it being my birthday and somebody gave my birthday gift to somebody that was graduating from college because they didn't get them a gift. So they gave my birthday gift. My birthday next month. And this was when I was a child. That's hurtful. But God kept shining the light on me. God kept shining the light on me. And that's the time when I was a good kid and then I started being rebellious. And I'm like, I started being rebellious because people was taking gifts away from me, giving them to other people. Then that's when I seen myself doing, stuff that I probably shouldn't have been doing. And I was like, God, I feel forsaken. I start, when I was going to church, I'm like, I ain't going to church. I'm going down here to spend my money. I'm going to spend my tithes and offering at the store. To get back to the church, they done took my food and gave it to their kids, which wasn't right. They're taking shit. Taking it and giving it to their kids. You just went to the store for my kids. Give me that. What? They don't make you right. This was the ushers. Taking your stuff, giving it to their children. Even though you still made it to church. But it let me know that God still had favor on me as I got older. I lost my granny at the age of 12. So it just gave me more insight that nothing lasts forever. I think my first funeral probably was at the age of 9. Nothing lasts forever. But you know, you try to live on and try to have fun in your life and try to live your life to the best of your ability. And God still say nothing lasts forever. Here, we live on. We live. God told me that we live on. We're spiritual beings. We live on. But when you come out the womb, things die, just like a rose. It dies. Sometimes a rose can die and say, I ain't ready to be. You plant a rose, it dies, and then it come back the next following year. You know, everything got a seed time and harvest. But when I came in to do zodiac signs, I said that's the only thing is somebody's birthday every day, every single day. And then Divine said in that area you can make a financial abundance daily. Through social media, you can have abundance daily. But everything that, because everything is alive. Everything that you touch is alive. Everything has life in it. Trees have life in it. Flowers have life in it. Even the ground that you walk on has life in it. And God don't take life. It's already being reseeded, replanted, reseeded, replanted, reseeded. Even when we go back to the dirt, we're being reseeded, replanted. Even if you go through what is that when you pass away and they put you in the furnace, you know, it's still being reseeded, replanted. Everything goes back to the dirt, being reseeded, replanted. All this material stuff is being reseeded, replanted. This is made out of certain material, oil, metal. All of this stuff is underground, being reseeded, replanted, reseeded, replanted. It was like some people don't believe in reincarnation, but why is it even existing in this realm or this life? Why is it even being brought up? Why is people so fearful of things? I don't believe in such and such and such. It became so fearful in your life you don't believe in it. But if it popped up in front of your face, you'll believe it then. Some people like seeing is believing. Then you don't believe in the unknown. You don't believe in the unknown of God. But God will shine a light in front of your face just to know I am present. I am here. I am source. I created all. If God created all, God created good and bad. You just got to decipher what God wants for you for your life. If God gave you a choice, but if you had parents that didn't have, say that, oh, okay, we're going to take religion out of it. I'm just saying, we're going to take religion out of it. If you was born not with the book, you were born not with the Bible. You was just born and your mom, your dad, you know, you just living and you have to go within to seek God. You have to go within. You gonna know because whatever this presence is, I need to know about. Why am I even existing? And then something on the inside gonna tell you why you exist. Why did you come from your mother? Why did you come from your father? I know these are somebody that brought me into this world. You're gonna know instantly. As a child, Then you just growing up, you going to start with the world, the plantation or the world first. You running through the grass, wanting to climb the tree until you find out you fall from the tree. You might break a leg as a youth, and like some lessons learned, and then you see afar. You might see other kids, other places that have never read the Bible or never had that type of dogma in their life or restrictions in their life. They playing and things happening, and then one day you might get into it with one of the children. Somebody might hit you, and you be like, you hit me too hard, and then you living a life of, it's war with you and other siblings in other households if you never had that. And then you just growing up, and your mother and your father teaching you. This is without a book. The best of your abilities on how to hunt, how to feed yourself, how to live. You going with the world things and not the knowledge of the book. You gonna be a hunter. You gonna be, I gotta feed my family, making sure things gonna come natural. And then now it start raining, it start snowing. You gonna start building. Your instincts gonna kick in, like, I gotta put a covering over me, my children, my wife. The relationship part of it. Without knowing it's a relationship, you just know this is somebody you having intercourse with, and you have children. They don't even have marriage yet, but you got to keep a roof, something to cover you from the at night, because you don't know about what's going on in the unknown out there in the world. You need to keep yourself safe from the snow, or you gonna die from frost and cold. You're gonna have to keep yourself safe from the rain, or you just gonna be sitting in there just in the storm, just getting rained on. You're gonna have that mindset gonna kick in. I have to start building, whether it be with rocks, whether it be with straw, whether it be with leaves. You're going to start creating something. And Divine will put the certain elements and tools around you to start creating. Then you're going to start sharpening things, the iron, metal, to be able to kill the animal if they eat meat, or get the fruit from trees that God provide. So knowing that we are creators of the Creator, we're chosen for this. We just so advanced now and so bougie now. The world done got so fucking bougie. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just don't forsake others for your bougie shit or your bouginess. Don't forsake others that are less fortunate or have more, and let them not do the same. We're putting the world change. You got to change. Change. Now let's see what the outside forces is talking about. The ones that are against you. The ones that are against you. The chosen. And if you didn't get nothing out of this, look what popped out. We're gonna put it back. The little seven of swords, they coming around. They trying to come around, trying to take something from you. What the outside forces want? They want to come around, take your energy, take your speech, they want to shut you the fuck up. Well, let's see. Yeah, they know that you got a lot of love out here. See, sometimes you can be around everybody that's good, but it's still outside forces that's keeping you in a space of hurt, coming to attack you. If they don't attack you and can't get to you, they gonna get to a family member. If they can't get to a family, they gonna get to something that you love. The outside forces, the ones that are against the chosen. All right, Spirit, thank you. Holy Spirit, only. Oh, they've been paused. Knight of Wands in reverse. They've been slowed down. Slow down. Slow down. They've been paused. The Divine said it's time for them to slow down. They got to slow down. You gotta slow down. And it ain't even your fault, chosen. This is what God has ordained. It ain't your fault. Cause you be like I said, for the good of all to the harm of no one. Even me putting that prayer up, God still gonna do what God needs it to do at that time for you. You got for the chosen when it comes. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Divine wants you to stand strong in love when it comes to you right now. Stand strong in love when it comes to you. Do you understand? Stand strong. Stand loving. Stand compassionate. Be in your energy at this time. Yeah, because they don't have love for you. Page of Cups in reverse. The enemy, outside forces don't have love for you. You got to have love for yourself. And they committed to you not being able to make it. They don't want you to be committed in love. They feel like you ain't loving me, you ain't loving. They hate that you in your power. And you probably out here making money. They hate that. And you probably done walked away from them. You done left them out in the cold. Hurting their ego, their gifts. You said it's some bullshit. Yeah, they mad. You got the 5 of Wands. Yeah. They mad. They see this shit. It's like God divine is showing them your light. Sun cards. Showing them your light, your love, and the love that people have for you. That God is showing them. If you know you chosen, even if you have a platform, God is shining his light down on you right now. And people is hating on you. Yeah, they hating on you. They hating on you. They hating on you. They trying to keep you where you feel hurt and destroyed energy. But Divine got you standing strong in your independence. Yeah, these people could have stabbed you in the back, but you're going to receive some type of justice. And you're going to receive that 10 of Cups, a wish fulfillment when it comes to your home, your stability, your security, or your happiness. They want you, they was stabbing you in the back trying to keep you from that stability and security and having justice in your life. Yeah, they wanted to see you gone. Death card. They wanted to see you gone. Wheel of Fortune, that's the truth. Ace of Swords, they wanted to see you gone. They wanted to see things not turning in your favor. With the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, yeah, they didn't want shit to turn in your favor. But things turning in your favor, and that's the truth. King of Wands energy. Very creative, very inspirational, very just the head, the Aries Leo is the head of the zodiac. Being inspired, having motivation, that go-getter spirit. They didn't want you to have that. But Divine said no. You have plenty, you got plenty, you got numerous of gifts. And they mad, they hating, they mad. And that's the truth. King of Swords, they is upset. They trying to have you to focus and keep communicating with stuff in your past. Having dreams of shit that going on in your past. Having you stuck in your thoughts in your head in tower moments. Thinking that everything that comes in your life will be a fucking tower. Yeah, then they sitting back happy about the shit. It could be yeah, they could sit back and be happy about you going through some shit. Making you fucking false ass offers. False ass offers. Strength card, Page of Wands. Yeah, talking shit about you. Where you need strength to keep talking shit to others. Page of Swords, Three of Cups. Talking shit about you. Trying to leave you I'm hearing barren. Making you feel like you got to keep waiting on some shit that might not come, but you just keep moving forward. God just have you keep taking a leap of faith. Trusting in yourself. Trusting in the Most High. Trusting in God. Trusting in your affirmations. Divine said, I got you. 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 King of Pentacles energy. Knight of Swords. Keeping you at that go-getter. Having that momentum because there's no gender in tarot. Keeping you in that go-getter spirit. Keeping you to be prosperous and blessed. They want you to be stuck and impatient. They want you to be stuck and impatient and be in that Three of Swords energy. And it's a spirit on them. That want you to be in that Three of Swords energy. Want you to be stuck. When you loved. And the sun is shining brightly on you. And people love you. People been loving you since you were a teenager, a child. A child. Been loving you since you were a child. But force is working against in the spirit. But God is saying you hard at work. You going from when it comes to your finance, you're going from rocky waters to calmer waters. Some of you guys are traveling, but you got to lay some burdens down too. They trying to put burdens on you, probably talking about you and trying to keep them burdens on you. Two of Pentacles, you learn how to balance, but at the same time, you need to come out of being stuck. Some lessons and things you need to learn for yourself. To be in this energy, to be in this energy, to be in this Queen of Wands creative, to be in this Empress mode right now. Because don't nothing last forever. Five of Cups You can cry about it, get it out your system. Stop worrying about it. Stop thinking about it. Let it go. If you do, things that you need to let go, you probably take it to the divine with it. Look, this is heavy on my heart. When it comes to my finances, when it comes to people that probably have passed on, it's always on my mind, Divine. I need your help. Help me. It's okay. Divine said, help me to help me. The God in me to help me. They don't want to see you grow. But you got to want to see you grow. They probably was fucking with your finances. Now Divine fucking with theirs. Now Divine is fucking with theirs. Divine is messing with theirs. Divine is messing with theirs. When they be thinking they getting over on you, Divine is messing with theirs. Warding them, keeping you guarded. Keeping your money flowing in. Keeping your partnerships and friendships good. Because you got love. I found love on a two-way. Yeah, because you got love. There's people out here loving on you. While they shit falling apart. And I hate talking to them. I ain't gonna say I hate, because I don't hate. It kind of upsets me. I feel sorry for a lot of people that are not in their right mindset. And they be thinking that you not in your right mindset. And you only giving what God is promised for you. Divine, it saddens Divine because Divine, the sun is going down. It saddens Divine that people be in the energy of trying to hurt others. When I speak something good, the light shines brighter. When I speak on the things that are not of the light, it gets a little dimmer. Thank you. You got the world card. Things are turning in your favor. Stability is coming, okay? Ace of Pentacles. Love is coming. Healing is coming. The Emperor is here. Growth, prosperity is here. Even if you feel like you're not ready, because sometimes people be acting like they ready and they don't really be ready for it. I be like, I'm ready, and you really don't be ready for it. You be like, nothing's moving a little bit too fast. Judgment. Sometimes God has to step in on certain situations in your life. You can ask God for something and God say, okay, now I got to go turn over a few tables and flip a few wigs back and mess up a few lace fronts and mess up a couple of things, a couple of people's lives in order for you to get what you want because you chose it. Because if I show you what I'm finna do, you might be like hesitant to get it. You got to keep moving forward. What you don't see coming. Sometimes you go in with the divine and you don't see it. And you be like, oh, I'm going to trust it. I know right from wrong, but I'm going to trust it even though it's hidden from me. And I'm just keep moving forward and let divine work his magic. Work his magic in my home life, stability, security, finances, marriage, relationships, even though you don't see it. Sometimes you ain't gonna always see what divine is doing behind closed doors. But if the enemy working against you, divine is working for you. Things are gonna start to get better. You ain't got to do all that hoopla for your enemy. The enemy still gonna be an enemy. The forces that's working against you still gonna be against you. Even though they hating, they ain't gonna change their mind until God change them. Sometimes it'll be God have to remove them completely in order for change to come. So sometimes you gotta even watch what you say. Sometimes you gotta be the new generation to come up with a new mindset and get away of the old way of thinking, and those be those ancestral patterns. Because so many people are stuck in their fucking ways. Move out your way. That's why the kids can't focus and the kids can't think. They see this, it's too much suffering. They like, Mom, Dad, why we struggling? And if people in the world are living good, they shouldn't have a choice like that. Why is the energy good over there when sometimes it be they might be living good, but it ain't all good. It don't be all good. This is Boss Lady Divine Tarot. I thank you guys for coming to the read. I appreciate you all for being here. I hope you got what resonates for you, what doesn't resonate for you. Leave it here for someone else. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you all. I will be back. I probably will be lowering the price on readings today. There'll probably be 10 instead of 15 for one question. I do appreciate you all. I love you all. Love and light to you. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you. Peace. Ashe.